Western Michigan and Miami squared off in a two-game weekend series at Lawson Ice Arena in the NCHC last Friday and Saturday night. In Game 1 on Friday, Colt Conrad, Ethan Frank, Hugh McGing, and Josh Passold all scored, and the Broncos held off a Miami comeback in a 4-3 win over the Redhawks. Then looking for the weekend sweep on Saturday, Josh Passold stayed hot, scoring twice, while goaltender Trevor Gorsuch and the Bronco D held Miami to just 2 goals, setting up Matthias Samuelson's game winner in the third period as the Broncos swept the Redhawks, winning Saturday 3-2. I'm Robin Hook. Coming up, head coach Andy Murray joins me with all the highlights of the Western Michigan-Miami weekend series at Lawson Arena after this timeout on Bronco Review.
Bronco Review is a production of Western Michigan University Athletics and WMU Media Services and is brought to you in part by Greenleaf Trust, financial security from generation to generation. Trust is in their name for a reason. They've earned it.
Home. It's so much more than just a structure. It's where life happens. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or always on the move, getting pre-qualified for a home loan from Arbor Financial can give you exactly the advantage you need to secure the home of your dreams. Our experts are there to walk you through the process so that you can focus less on your loan and more on making memories. Apply online at arborfcu.org. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here. Equal housing lender.
Are you considering home improvements? You should consider Blackberry.
Blackberry has completed several home improvement projects in our neighborhood, so when we were ready for 20 new replacement windows, we called Blackberry. They completed the project on time and their workmanship was outstanding. Our friends are amazed and we love the transformation of our home both inside and out with our new windows from Blackberry Home Improvement Specialists.
Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Auto Group. We know that car buying is a journey, not just a destination. We know that we need to be there each step of the way for you through parts, sales, service, through your entire ownership experience. At Maple Hill Auto Group, we look at every customer not as a single purchase, but rather as a start to a journey that we hope spans generations. Maple Hill Auto Group, for a journey like no other.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Nolte Insurance is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
You back to Passold to Schunem and to Passold for a one-timer, he scores!
Josh Passold with a 4-point weekend. He scored 3 goals in the weekend. He was the NCHC Offensive Player of the Week for his performance, and right now he is the leading goal scorer in the NCHC. We're with Andy Murray, and big weekend for Josh, big weekend for the whole team, Coach.
It was a great weekend. Whenever we play Miami, they're very intense games. Always comes down to the end of the hockey game, and our guys were ready to go, and we got the results we wanted on the weekend.
2 great crowds on hand. The Lunatics were out in force. The pep band was there, bringing the atmosphere to the arena, and here come the Broncos out of the locker room ready to go, coming off an Ice Vegas Invitational Championship.
Exciting weekend for us in Las Vegas. I got to get out there a couple of days earlier. We had only 5 players on our team that had ever been in Las Vegas. So great experience, well-run tournament, and a couple of big wins for our team.
And it sets you up for the second half of league play. It's all league games the rest of the way now, Andy, and this Miami team is kind of Western Michigan's rival in the NCHC.
Well, we came over from the CCHA together to the NCHC, and a lot of big games between the Miami team and our team, and very intense, always physical, a lot of speed. Coach Rico Blasi does a tremendous job there in Miami, and whenever we play them, it's something special.
Couple of young teams, but 2 very talented teams.
Well, we've got 17 freshmen and sophomores, and they have a number as well. So young teams, but talent and energy. And here you see our players moving the puck around. Great power play goal by Colt Conrad coming off that half wall, puts it up under the bar. Great screen by Jay McMullen in front there, as you can see. And Colt's been a great player for us now, and moving into his senior year. And we're excited about what he's bringing to our team.
He's a great assist man, but he's starting to shoot the puck a little more now, too.
He is, and we'd still like to see him shoot it a little more. There were a couple of times in the series where he cut across the middle and maybe tried to make that extra move, but he's got a great shot and been an effective player for us.
Broncos were putting pressure on Dylan Larkin, the goaltender for the Redhawks, all night.
We started strong, got a lot of pucks on net in the first period, and I believe we had close to 40 shots in the first night. Here we see some of the lunatics having fun between periods, and there's President Montgomery wearing his Bronco jersey, gave us a great motivational talk on the day of the first game in Las Vegas, and there we've got Ethan Frank, just a turnaround. What a shot that one, Rob, you called it real well. I mean, it was just a quick turnaround. He put it up under the bar.
Yeah, beat Ryan Larkin. I mentioned Dylan Larkin.
Yes.
Dylan, his cousin, plays for the Red Wings. Ryan is the goaltender for Miami, and he's a really good one. And he played well, but the Broncos got some good opportunities on him and took advantage.
We got pucks in the net, had a lot of traffic around the net, and our speed, I think, was in evidence both nights, and found a way to get the puck to the net. And that's Trevor Gorsuch, who's been, as you know, playing tremendous for us and making those stops when we needed them.
Trevor has taken over that #1 goaltender role, and he was the most valuable player at the Ice Vegas Invitational.
He was, and obviously, has won a couple of Goaltender of the Week awards as well with us in the NCHC, and very solid. He's changed his game. He's playing a much quieter style in the net, and our players are enjoying Trevor in net right now. It's just giving us those kinds of saves that you need in crucial situations.
All right, here come the Broncos down the ice again. More pressure on Larkin in net for Miami, and Broncos were able to take that lead on the Ethan Frank goal that we saw, and they would get a couple of more goals before the night's over.
We did, and I think our second period, I mean, we really moved the puck, had a lot of intensity, did not give up a lot of scoring opportunities the other direction, and I thought our second period was probably the best period of the first night, the third being our best period of the second night. But here again, they get an opportunity, and Trevor's there to make the big save for us.
That's a big sniper for them. Karch Bachman coming in alone on the goalie.
He's just got a lot of speed. He tends to get in behind the other team there, and there's, he's again on top of the puck in front of the net.
Here the Broncos knock it down out of the air and come back down the ice and pick up a goal.
Great play here. Ethan Frank, and the guy that created that space was Jamie Rome going through the seam to the net, and then Hugh McGing came into that F3 position, got the puck in the right lever position and let it go, and it was a big goal for us right near the end of the period.
So the Broncos with that 2-goal lead going into the third period, leading 3-1. The goals by Conrad, by Frank, and by Hugh McGing, and Hugh's having an outstanding season too,
I
Coach.
mean, Hugh just plays hard all the time. I mean, he's a fierce competitor. St. Louis Blues are kind of drooling right now when they come to watch him play, and unfortunately for us, fortunately and unfortunately, I guess, if we look at his future, but he's, whenever the Blues are in the house, he's truly outstanding.
So here you go to the third period, and Miami's going to give you everything they've got in the third.
And our penalty killing was outstanding all weekend. Coach Shayak did a great job of preparing. Our guys had a good night with 2 power play goals on the first night as well, but just some great forechecking there. And, Miami's got a real effective power play breakout where they dropped the puck, and I thought we did a good job of managing that during the weekend.
Had to kill off a 5-minute major here early in the third period, and you got it done.
Yeah, it's not something that you want to be doing early in the period when you've got a 2-goal lead. You need to be a little smarter than what we were in that situation, but again, the guys stepped up and got it done.
Gordy Green was able to score and made it a 1-goal game, so the Broncos needed one to get back to that 2-goal cushion, and you got one from Josh Passel.
Yeah, Josh, obviously, his shot right now, this 5-on-3 shot, you're going to see under the bar. Nice play by Corey Schoeneman getting him the puck, and he put it up under the bar there, and Cole Conrad got the other assist on the play.
How about the release on that shot? He got rid of it in a hurry.
He did, and obviously, the goal, the second night we're going to see off the face-off was the same type of thing, and he's got the ability to get it up real quick as well. But, guys defending at the end of the game, Miami pulled their goaltender. Guys were blocking shots, sacrificing, had 34 shots in the night and gave up 22.
So that 4th goal by Josh Passel proved to be the game winner. Trevor Gorsuch makes a big night of 22 saves on 24 shots, and the Broncos pick up 3 big points in the standings.
No question. Great winning that tournament in Vegas, but coming back here, you want to win that first league series of the week after Christmas, and guys did a good job.
Every win is precious. Sweeps are hard to come by. Can the Broncos get it done with a Saturday night rematch against Miami? We'll look at the highlights next on Bronco Review.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Weston's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal. And that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
You trust Dunshee Body and Frame for all your collision repair work, but they offer so much more, like paintless dent repair, brakes and wheel alignment, and perfect paint matching. Dunshee also works with all insurance companies to make sure your vehicle is restored to pre-accident condition. So for personal service and high-quality workmanship, call Dunshee Body and Frame at 375-2100 or visit their website, DunsheeBody.com. Dunshee Body and Frame, part of your community since 1973.
Home. It's so much more than just a structure. It's where life happens. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or always on the move, getting pre-qualified for a home loan from Arbor Financial can give you exactly the advantage you need to secure the home of your dreams. Our experts are there to walk you through the process so that you can focus less on your loan and more on making memories. Apply online at arborfcu.org. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here. Equal housing lender.
Schedule online, anytime. Now you can easily schedule an appointment with Ascension Care Teams. No matter where you are or what you're up to. If you're a new patient or if you've been here before, we have appointments available at locations near you. Find your appointment online anytime at getascensionmichigancare.com.
This new Little Caesars thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, 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 crust. Found it!
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Pick up the most cheese and pepperoni you can fit on a large thin crust pizza for the nation's best price at just $6.
Pizza, pizza.
Broncos tap it ahead. This is Conrad with Passel over the line. Conrad and Passel to the net. Passel shoots and scores!
There he is again. Josh Passel, the leading goal scorer in the NC8C, scoring on that breakout, beautiful pass from Colt Conrad. And the Broncos took the lead 2-1 on Saturday night, trying to gain the weekend sweep in 6 points, Andy. Sweeps are hard to come by.
Well, in the NC8C in particular, just the caliber of teams that we face on a nightly basis, it's real tough. But one of the big things we have going for us at home is, of course, our student base, the Lawson Lunatics, and the building was packed again. I don't think there's a college building in the country for hockey that is anything like Lawson Arena. And they really supported us. Our guys played hard again, got off to a quick start on that face-off, and played hard all night.
You've had great starts to your 10-game unbeaten streak here, Andy. You're getting off to really good first periods, and it's showing in the win-loss column.
Well, and I think it's reflected, Robin, in our practices during the week, the intensity level that the guys are bringing to practice every day, and their individual preparation for the games. And we do our job in practice as coaches, and the players play the games, and they've been bringing the right type of focus there. You see the goal that we got off the face-off, great face-off win by Austin Rushoff. Cole Gallant got a stick on it right back to Josh Basalt, and no delay in letting that puck go.
The face-off is somewhat of an overlooked stat. Andy, you guys dominate in face-offs. Paul Washy was incredible over the weekend. He was 14-4 on Friday, 16-11 on draws Saturday night.
As you can tell, he was taking a lot of face-offs because he was winning them all. And, all of our centermen did a great job on draws. It just makes the game so much easier to play when you're starting with the puck and you can play offense rather than having to work to get it back first. So great focus, and coaches did a good job of preparing them for the draws.
it's also a little easier to play with a lead than it is coming from behind.
No question, and obviously that's the goal in every hockey game. I mean, if you look at it statistically, about 83% of the time in the game of hockey, whoever scores that first goal is going to win the game. So you don't want to think about that if you don't get the first one, but that's
right.
You want to be part of that 17 that does it the other way. But we certainly, like every other team, you come out and you want to get that first goal.
As your senior captain, Corey Schoeneman, and he's just been solid all year long.
Great leader. His play on the ice and the type of person he is, the way he goes about his daily business. And there's a reason why the players and our staff felt that he would be a great one to pick as captain. And he's supported by some other great assistant captains. And but Corey's an important part of our program and has been now into his 4th year.
Lunatics having a good time, and I'll tell you, the local folks came out too. Friday night was a great crowd. Saturday night was even better.
Yeah, no, and it's really interesting. I'm just seeing a couple of athletes, Bronco athletes, in the picture here in the Lunatic section. It's just great to see the players being supported by fellow athletes here at WMU, just as we support all of our teams. And I know that's Rhett Kingston, about his 4th breakaway in the last 3 games, and he's going to bury one of those. He's got tremendous speed and got in behind their defense a couple of times in this game, and certainly did it in Vegas as well.
Broncos on top after the first period. Actually, it was tied at 1. They would take a second period lead on another goal by Josh Passel that we'll see here in a minute. But here's first intermission. Arbor Financial Credit Union shuffle puck, and Buster's been showing up a lot lately.
He has. I'm going to meet who that is. I'm not exactly sure who that is, whether it's a former Bronco or who wears the costume, but big part of our program, obviously.
That guy's been a big part of your program too, huh? How about
I
this
know who
guy,
that
Trevor
is, and Trevor, I mean, everybody's pulling for him, one of the more popular guys on our campus, and his hard work over the last 3 years is now being rewarded here in his senior year.
It's great to see, and here are the Broncos putting more pressure on the net. Cam Lee, he's an offensive-minded D-man. He can score for you and has.
And Cam's a great competitor. He's a guy that can generate offense for sure, and his defensive game is underrated. He can play real hard on the defensive side as well.
Good shot there of Trevor staying square to the puck and not being too active there, just knocking it down.
Yeah, and again, as a coach, I'm not one that looks at techniques of goaltenders that much, but the bottom line is just stop it.
Keep it out of the net.
He's been doing a lot of that. Here's the 2-on-1. Great play. Cole Conrad, for young players, he keeps the puck in his forehand, so the goaltender has to play him honestly, can't shift over, as if he'd put it on his backhand, he would have shifted over to play Josh Basalt. He freezes him, slides it over to Josh, and he puts it in the empty net.
How about that camera work by our crack Bronco review team?
It doesn't get any better than that, does it?
They were right there, and you see the great pass, and even Santa was digging. He's got some downtime now. So.
I mean, the arena was packed. The energy in the building was outstanding. We had some recruits in, and obviously they were pretty excited to tell us that they'd like to be Broncos.
Well, every time the Broncos would get a lead, Miami would try and get back at them, and they tied it up again, 2-2.
Yeah, we made a mistake at the end of the second period. They capitalized it. But what we really liked, and that goal happened with about a minute to go in the period, and that can be very dangerous to give up a goal that late emotionally. But our guys, we talked about it between periods, the way that we needed to play in the third period. And I thought the third period was the best period of hockey that we played all weekend, just in terms of limiting their scoring chances, generating a lot of shots and a lot of offense. We got the one goal by Matthias Samuelsson here on a blue line shot, and guys got to the puck quickly, got it across to Matthias, and he's got a heavy shot. And great to see him bury a puck for us to win the game.
You can see the frustration on the goaltender's part as that puck trickled over the goal line, and Matthias can really shoot it too. He's got that little wrist shot that comes at you in a hurry.
Yeah, no, he's got a heavy shot. And again, here's us winning a face-off. And Lawton Courtnall there in the picture. I thought Lawton had an outstanding weekend. You talked about Paul Washington, his ability on face-off. Here's Lawton taking the puck to the net, and when he gets ahead of steam like that, he's awfully tough to stop.
If there was a race in the NCHC, the length of the ice, my money's on that guy.
He's definitely got a lot of speed, and we've got a lot of quick guys, Rob. And that's one thing that with our move to the NCHC after the CCHA days, we realized is we had to add to the speed of our team, and we've done that.
And the Broncos shake hands with the Redhawks after a hard-fought series, a couple of tight games, 1-goal games, but their victories, Andy, and 6 huge points in the NCHC standings.
No question about it, and obviously every single night games are just going to be tough the rest of the way, and I'm sure we're going to talk about here St. Cloud coming up next weekend, and it's going to be a battle.
All right, we'll look ahead for the Bronco hockey team after a weekend sweep over Miami. Now a timeout on Bronco Review.
Does your home need a facelift? You should call Blackberry. For over 35 years, Blackberry's been improving the look of homes throughout West Michigan with new roofing and siding. Right now, save 50% off the installation of new roofing and siding from Blackberry, featuring the Owens Coring Duration Shingle and Mastic Vinyl Siding. 50% off installation of roofing and siding and pay no interest for 18 months. Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
More devices, more apps, more streaming. Today, we need more speed than ever to stay connected. So we're making the best in-home Wi-Fi experience even better. We're giving our customers faster speeds and including them in our most popular plans at no additional cost. We've increased our speeds 17 times in 17 years, so you can keep streaming, sharing, and connecting like never before. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Home. It's so much more than just a structure. It's where life happens. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or always on the move, getting pre-qualified for a home loan from Arbor Financial can give you exactly the advantage you need to secure the home of your dreams. Our experts are there to walk you through the process so that you can focus less on your loan and more on making memories. Apply online at arborfcu.org. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here. Equal housing lender.
Maple Hill is proud to be a Subaru dealer. Subaru, it is like no other. Because of the 35 miles per gallon that you get in the summer and the all-wheel drive in the winter, the 5-star crash test ratings, the recommendations year after year from the best consumer magazines out there. Own it and you'll say, I love my Subaru. At Maple Hill Subaru, it is a journey like no other.
Rushop comes up with it, pokes it to Mafia, left point, Samuelson. Matias with a shot, he scores! Matias Samuelson! 3-2, Western Michigan.
Freshman defenseman Matias Samuelson with the game-winning goal in Saturday night's 3-2 Bronco victory over Miami. It was great to have Matias back in your lineup, Andy. He was with Team USA during your trip out to Vegas and won a silver medal.
Well, he's an outstanding player. Obviously, the Buffalo Sabres made a great decision when they picked him with the first pick in the second round. Should have been a first-rounder, but what a great addition to our team, not only as a player but as a person. And we have his brother Lucas Samuelson here as well, and just great having the Samuelsons on our team.
The thing about Matias is he doesn't look like a freshman out there. He's a big body, and he plays D very calmly. He's not, he just goes about his business and gets the job done.
Well, his dad, Shell, was a longtime NHL defenseman, had a stick that just seemed to reach across the rink, and Matias plays a lot the same, and he's got a great stick, and real smart player, can get the puck and make great decisions, and physically assertive and strong on the ice.
Broncos are on a 10-game unbeaten streak, and I think the major reason behind that has been the improved play in the back end.
No question. It starts with Trevor Gorsuch, obviously, in net, and then I think that's allowed our other players to play more assertive all over the ice. I think our gaps have been very good defensively. Forwards have been working hard to come back and put pressure on the other team from behind, and in doing that, we're getting great offensive opportunities going the other way.
All right, the Broncos are going to need some offense, some defense, and some goaltending against the number 2 team in the nation this weekend, the first-place team in the NCHC. St. Cloud coming up. We'll look ahead to that series for the Broncos after this timeout on Bronco Review.
Introducing Little Caesars Large Hot and Ready 5-Meat Feast with 5 delicious meat toppings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Including pepperoni, sausage, bacon, beef, and ham. Only $9 at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Home. It's so much more than just a structure. It's where life happens. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or always on the move, getting pre-qualified for a home loan from Arbor Financial can give you exactly the advantage you need to secure the home of your dreams. Our experts are there to walk you through the process so that you can focus less on your loan and more on making memories. Apply online at arborfcu.org. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here. Equal housing lender.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Weston's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal, and that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
The people who accomplish so much are always striving to do even more. Now, with our help, they will. It's time for more.
What do you do when you discover something great? Well, you tell your friends and family about it, right? Well, that's exactly how Lake Michigan Credit Union became the largest credit union in Michigan. With one of the highest checking account rates in the nation and guaranteed low mortgage rates, word is spreading fast about Lake Michigan Credit Union. Earn more when you save, pay less when you borrow. Lake Michigan Credit Union, the best place for your money.
How much did it cost?
It's 4 slices of deep dish and a Pepsi for just $5.
Pizza.
Here's Eaton over the line, drops it off, Taylor McKee, shoots it,
Number 2 St. Cloud against number 10 Western Michigan. The number 1 and 2 teams in the NCHC going at it this weekend in St. Cloud. Andy, good luck on the road against the Huskies.
It's going to be a great series for sure, Rob.
Good luck to you. And we'll be back next week to talk basketball with Steve Hawkins as the Broncos are in the midst of the Mid-American Conference season. Till then, have a great week. So long, everyone.